Last year, we spoke about a culture of fun, dance, and carefree living that some South Africans have adopted and are encouraging or allowing their toddlers and teenagers to adopt. Today, it gives me great pleasure to share how certain teenagers, with the help of their principal, teachers, and parents, managed to adopt a culture of hard work and delayed gratification, and it has paid off for them. I'm Katla Moache. This is Citizen Concern, where we remind you to beware of the Comrades. If you would like to support our channel, please press the join button below and become a member, or you can make a donation to our bank account. Details are in the pinned comment below. Oftentimes, we blame our failures in life on our tough upbringing, on how poor our parents were, how we were raised by a single parent or an elderly grandparent, how we didn't have something that those who are more privileged than us grew up with. But there is a group of people who choose to use their tough conditions to motivate them to aspire for more. They're not oblivious of the fact that they're attending schools with poor infrastructure. They are not blind to the fact that they sometimes sleep without having a meal. They are well aware that the clothes that they wear are old-fashioned and worn out. They see all of that and say, I don't like this life. I want better for myself and my family. I want to ensure that this is not a life or a reality for my children in future. And from that point on, their life's decisions are made from that commitment to themselves.
Broken class windows with no doors or no electricity in some classes didn't stop these teachers from ensuring that all 307 grade 12 pupils from the Soqhayisa Secondary School made their families proud. Principal Mlungi Sinopote says discipline and planning were key factors producing the results.
With the help of their principal, Mr. Mlungi Sinopote, and his team of selfless teachers, the pupils of Soqhayisa Secondary School have managed to obtain a 100% matric pass rate for 4 consecutive years. That is from 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023. How did a disadvantaged school in a disadvantaged neighborhood with disadvantaged boys and girls achieve these results? Through dedication, sacrifice, and a serious work ethic. When other pupils were taking their Term 1, Term 2, and Term 3 holidays, the pupils of Soqhayisa Senior Secondary worked throughout the holidays. There's a quote that says, good, better, best. Never let it rest till your good is better and your better is best. Unfortunately, so many of us are content with good, and we are rubbing that contentment with the bare minimum onto our children, not realizing that we are actually limiting them from reaching for and achieving their fullest potential. When other pupils were knocking off in the afternoon, going to play, chill, or browse social media, the pupils of Soqhayisa Senior Secondary were staying at school and learning, some days until 5 p.m. and other days even until 10 p.m.
We have a camp called ELIM. That camp is done during the trial exam period. From the beginning of the trial up till the end, it's about 4 weeks or plus. Learners leave the school, they come to the school in the morning like they did today and leave at 10 o'clock. They study on their own in that camp. Teachers don't teach them. They will teach them here and there where there are problems. They study until 10 o'clock.
I think back to my high school days when I asked one of the pupils who was always on the top 3 how she did it. And she didn't have a mysterious answer. She said, every weekday, my parents don't allow me to watch television and be on my phone. They want me to study from the afternoon when I get home until dinner. I only watch television over the weekend, and even then, I watch only meaningful and educational programs. Unfortunately for me, I did not adopt this tip, but it has always stayed with me since that time. It taught me that although some of the people who beat me at certain things, who achieve more than me, may sometimes have some advantages, other times they just do things that I was not taught to do, or things that I am not willing to do. A person may be born with genetics that seem better than mine, but are they not working out more often than I am? Are they not consuming less fat and sugar than I am? Are they not more disciplined than I am in their sleeping habits? It would be wrong of me to simply focus on their advantageous genetics and omit the fact that I lack the discipline to eat, exercise, and sleep as well as they do. I'm afraid that that's what we do many times. We focus on what the next person was born with that we weren't, and we ignore everything else that they were not born with that we can do but are not doing. The pupils of Soqhayisa Secondary were not born with advantages that many of their age mates across the country were born with, but they were taught by their principal to do what would make them better than many pupils across the country. And they themselves were willing to do it, and today we celebrate their success with them. Their dedication, sacrifice, and work ethic not only got them 100% pass rate, but most of the pupils got a bachelor pass and a few a diploma pass. So it was definitely worth it.
I would like to thank God, obviously. I'd like to thank God for giving me such an opportunity to being part of such a great school. We all know that in Motherwell there's a lot of crime, a lot of ill discipline and all that, but God gave me this school. I will forever be grateful to Soqhayisa.
And also, Lamshan, before you sound like, when someone wins the awards, I'd like to thank my mom, I'd like to thank my dad. But you're an award-winning star player here at secondary school, so congratulations to you. I didn't ask you, what are your results? How well did you do this year?
I did not even check my results last night. I was so scared. So when I got to school this morning, my friends were excited and happy for me. They told me I got level 7 distinctions. And I was so nervous and so excited at the same time. But I guess God gave me this, and I will take it as it is.
Take it as it is, girl. You've done really well. Congratulations to you. Timna, you also did very, very well. Tell me first, how well did you do and how you're feeling about your results?
Okay, I managed to obtain 7 distinctions.
Wow.
So I'm very happy at the moment, but I'm still scared and it's unbelievable. I can't believe I did this.
It's like you're dreaming, ne?
Now many of them are eligible for bursaries for going to study for free, which is not really free. They paid for it through the currency of discipline, time, and hard work. They don't need to stress about drama with NSFAS. They don't need to stress about getting their poor parents into debt with student loans. And I want us to go on a tangent a bit here. Many times we blame the failures of black people, young and old, on apartheid, as we well know, right? Now, as they go to university, they will interact with students who have more than them, students who have had access to laptops since they were in grade 1, students who are driving, wearing fancy brands. Should these Soqhayisa secondary graduates look down on themselves and start talking about how because of apartheid their parents couldn't give them the advantages that the rich students have? If they do that, what good does it do to them? How exactly does that serve them? If anything, it delays them. It distracts them from the goal at hand. The right thing to do is to employ their secret weapon of dedication, sacrifice, and work ethic. And in 3 to 7 years, depending on what they're studying, they will emerge as the best and sought after engineers, psychologists, doctors, artisans, teachers, lawyers, you name it. And what about racism and discrimination in the workplace? Well, I don't know about you, but I found that when you are good at what you do, like really good, even the races who don't like you and your skin color have no choice but to employ and promote you. So because they would have mastered the art of dedication, sacrifice, and work ethic, even in their adult years as employees or business owners, success will follow them regardless of their race. What am I saying? Instead of focusing on apartheid and its effects on your parents and your life, figure out what will set you free from those effects. What will help you rise above them? and start working on that. From the lessons learned from the pupils of Soqhayisa Secondary, the secret is discipline, dedication, hard work, sacrifice, and the right associations and influence. It may be nice to talk about, oh, poor me, if only I wasn't black, if only there was never any apartheid, if only we were never colonized, but it's more beneficial for you and those you love to say, okay, apartheid happened, and it might be one of the reasons why my parents and my family live this way. The ANC might be one of the reasons, but I'm not happy with this type of life. There are many who have been where I am now, and they managed to make something extraordinary with their lives. How did they do it? And start doing it. Let's listen to how the principal of Soqhayisa and his team of teachers and pupils achieved these wonderful results.
There are a number of pillars that we have at the school that are ensuring us to get these results that we are getting. One of them is discipline. In a school where there's no discipline, you can't expect learners to pass. Secondly, they normally call it organizational culture. At our school, we call it institutional culture. There's a particular way in which we do things around the school that often ensures us to get the kind of results that we're getting. Further than that, our teachers are hard workers. They give of themselves and their time, which is very important. I always say that to them. If you give of yourself, you want to achieve something. You give of yourself and your time free of charge. Whatever they do at the school, even if it's after hours, they do it free of charge.
The principal and teachers of Soqhayisa Secondary School are certainly some of South Africa's concerned citizens, going the extra mile not for their pockets, but for the well-being of other citizens, young citizens, understanding the importance of equipping the young citizens adequately, as they are the ones who will push South Africa forward.
Here at the school, we have 4 camps. One of them is your career guidance and revision camp. That camp is done outside the school for the grade 12. All of the learners will be part of it, certainly, every year. The basic reason why we do this camp and want our learners to come and study here at school, you will understand there are many socio-economic challenges at the homes, so it's better for us to monitor them studying. And studying isn't easy, you know it yourself, so we must train them to study on their own. The last camp is in October, 7 days, 5 or 7 days before the final exam. Teachers revise with the learners. They put together material and present it to management. We check if everything is there. If not, we support the teacher we provide. And then after that, they will go on and revise with the learners. From the beginning of the year, the syllabus from the beginning of the year up till the end. Who cannot pass in that kind of a situation?
The principal does not just have a desire for a 100% pass rate, but he has a well thought out and documented plan and program of achieving that 100% pass rate. A plan and program that takes into account the socio-economic status of the pupils he is expecting this 100% pass rate from.
And we invite institutions around the country. The tertiary institutions around the province, like your Rhodes, Nelson Mandela, Walter Sisulu, Fort Hare, they will be part of that program. And institutions like University of Cape Town, Northwest University, around the country, and TVET colleges. We give them each 2 hours to tell the learners what is it that they can offer at those universities. We don't want that thing of an exhibition where papers and leaflets are put somewhere on the stands and learners take them and they don't read them. After that camp, we are ensured that our learners understand and know what is it that they must study for. And At that camp, you will always get professionals because we invite them through a partner of ours that is called RAG Ministries. Around about 16, 15, sometimes 20 professionals, like your lawyers, your doctors, your nurses, teachers, and all of them. They will tell the learners what is it that they must do if they want to get to where those professionals are.
Soqhayisa is not only concerned about its 100% pass rate reputation, but cares about the lives of the pupils beyond high school. Hence, they equip the learners with necessary information and preparation for post-matric. This is what we need to do as concerned citizens. Instead of solely depending on the government to provide necessary tools for the children in our homes and neighborhood, what can we do to better equip, educate, and empower the children in our homes and our neighborhoods?
On behalf of the matriculants of 2023, I would like to thank the principal first and the teachers for putting so much work and effort, and they made sacrifices along the way, and I'm so excited for this class. Like here in the school, we work so hard. Every learner puts effort. Like we are a team, we are a family, in fact, because we teach these teachers as our parents, and then they teach us as their children, because they sacrifice a lot of their time to make sure that we succeed and we get what we want. So this is a norm. The feeling is norm. There's nothing new.
Excited to see class of 2024, and it's been nervous at the same time. Utishara basinike support enkulu apha. It's kind of like sinezinye parents lapha, because zikhona sessions apho ungafundwa kuyo utishara kunike guidance ngecareer ofuna uyenza and bawuzakwazi nawe uyenza loo nto. And ke uthi bana utishara soloko masikhethe into ehambelana nee-personalities zethu. So that kind of support yasimotivate uba masenze kakuhle lo nyaka and simithe ii-standards abazibekileyo.
Back to the celebrities of the day, the Soqhayisa Secondary School pupils. A huge well done to every single one of you pupils. A huge thank you to the principal, teachers, parents, and donors who helped make this possible. You should be celebrated and rewarded. A lot of the airtime, the praise, and the applause that goes to a lot of people in our society should be redirected to people like you. You who go the extra mile to equip our youth with the education and character needed to make it in this modern life. Imagine if our government departments, municipalities, and even ministers were like this. What a country South Africa would be. And it still can be like that.
I got like 6 distinctions with a bachelor pass. Yeah, I would say that it is great to represent the boys.
6 distinctions, that's super well. What is the key to your success? How did you do it?
Well, I had to listen to the teachers, and the motivation of getting the previous 100% on the previous years put pressure on me so that I can do much better. So yeah, I had to study to get to this point where I am.
The importance of influence, positive influence, cannot be overemphasized. If you're surrounded by people who are happy with a 33% pass, you'll feel like an overachiever getting 50%, forgetting that there's 50% of work that you don't know. But if you associate with Soqhayisa pupils whose goals are distinctions, you'll be influenced to give it your all. So let's be mindful of the type of influence, physical and virtual, that we and our children are exposed to. Something beautiful to remember is that it's not just about passing matric with a bachelor's or with 5, 6, or 7 distinctions. It's also about the person that you need to become to obtain those distinctions. These pupils, their mindsets, their characters, the way they look at challenges is not how it was before they became achievers of these 5, 6, 7 distinctions. This is how Jim Rohn put it.
Set a goal to become a millionaire. And he said, here's why. For what it will make of you to achieve it. And I got one of the greatest classes in one sentence I've ever received in my life. Set a goal that'll make you stretch that far. For what it will make of you to achieve it. What a brand new reason for setting goals. And here's why. The greatest value in life is not what you get. The greatest value in life is what you become.
You can always lose what you get, but you can never lose who you have become. And because of who you have become, you can always get back what you lost. These pupils have now become young men and women who seek to challenge themselves, and it is beautiful to see.
Well, my plans for this year, I'm going to University of Pretoria. I'm going to study computer science. It is a challenging course because I like things challenging. As I learned from this school, we've been in a lot of pressure and tension, so we've been keeping busy. So that's why I motivate myself to take challenging things.
Life is challenging, whether you're young or old, rich or poor, black or white. Life is challenging for all. And the sooner we realize and accept this reality, the sooner we learn how to navigate the challenges around life. These pupils and their supporters have learned what tools and tricks are necessary to win in this challenge called life, and they are equipping themselves with these tools and tricks. I encourage you to stay away from speakers and influencers that tell you to have a victim mentality, because that will psychologically kill you long before challenges of life ever even do anything to you. I encourage you to intentionally seek out speakers and influencers that motivate you to be your best in spite of the challenges of life. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Katlego Moagi, and would appreciate it if you subscribed and followed, shared and reposted this video, liked and left your comment below. This is Citizen Concerned. Until next time, beware of the comrades.